Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rupali Rathod. I would like to present Correlation and Regression Business Statistics subject for BCom third semester. In this video, I would like to represent regarding the correlation and causation. The correlation between workers' education level and wages is strongly positive. In the sense, in this they want to connect the workers' education level or it may be wages. How much wages is being paid and what is their education level. That connectivity has been done. Does this mean education costs higher wages? Here correlation tells us two variables are connected or related, but it does not tells us why. It is being told that education level as well as wages are connected, but it does not tells us that why they are connected. If there is no association between the two variable, then there is no causal relations at all or no connections at all. Correlation does not always prove causation. A third variable may have causal relations. For example, education improves skilled workers and they can get a better paying job. Of course, in today's generation, as per the present scenario, we find that the educated people, that is, they can get a best paying as per the privatizations, or as we find like that, depending upon the education, they can get a very better jobs we can expect. Education can cause wage to job, or individuals are born with a quality which is relevant for success. Education and on the job quality, not education, costs wages. So they want to tell that as per the author or as per the reference, we find like there is a relationship between the education level, or it may be considering like a wages, considering like wages, either it may increase or decrease in the wages level. Depending upon the education, we can get a job opportunity, we can get a high payment also. Properties of coefficient of correlation. Coefficient of correlation is denoted as R. R we are representing. Whenever we are calculating the problems, based calculations of the problem or solving the problems, that time we are using R is equal to. Now, properties of coefficient of correlation. It has been represented as independent of choice of origin, choice of scale, independence of unit, correlations of coefficient which is lying between plus or minus 1, or as it is a geometric mean, R is equal to Byx or Bxy. So independent choice of origin. The coefficient of correlation, that is R, is independent of the choice of origin. That is, the value of R is not affected even if each of the individual values, for example, or suppose x and y is increased or decreased by some constant. So what we are highlighting in the sense, a and b will remain as a constant variable. Whatever may be the x and y may increase or decrease, as we represent that x is equal to a plus b y, a plus that is y is equal to b plus a plus bx. So in these cases what happens, r is remained as a constant, whatever may be the variation in the x and y. So either it may increase or decrease. Independent of choice of scale. The coefficient of correlation, that is R, is independent of the choice of scale of observation. That is, the value of R is not affected even if each of the individual value of x and y is multiplied or divided. First thing it was being told that x and y either it increases or decreases, but by some constant. But choice of scale, what it is representing, whatever may be the individual value, either it may be x and y multiplied or divided by some constant. Again R will not change. Independent of unit, that is the unit of measurement. The coefficient of correlation is a pure number and is independent of the unit of measurement. This means that, for example, x represent height of the student and y is represented as a weight. Okay, then correlation of coefficient between x and y neither be in inches. I cannot measure x in weight form or y in height form. That is, already we are telling that for an example that x is represented as height. Height is measured in the form of inches, but y is represented as a that is, we consider it as a IBS, that is LBS. So Pond's form or weight forms we are representing. X cannot become as a y cannot become as a x. That is, x and y neither be considered as an inches nor be that is in the form of the LBS or any other unit, but only a number. What we are representing, these are only a numerical values. The coefficient of correlation, that is R, lies between plus or minus 1. Here we are always comparing between the plus or minus 1. The coefficient of correlation is geometric mean of two regression coefficient, that is R is equal to Bxy or into Byx. Now let us see regarding the value of R, which is plus 1, minus 1, 0, plus 0.75 which is less than 1, or minus 0.75 which is greater than 1, or R which is greater than 0.750 but which is less than 0.75. Same way, when we represent the negative sign, minus 0.50 which is greater than 0.75, or R is equal to plus 0.50 or minus 0.50. Here we are representing either R can be considering, that is whatever the answer we get, if it is equal to 1, in that cases there is a perfect positive correlation. One thing what we had, perfect positive correlation. Second thing what we are finding, if we are getting minus 1, in that cases there is a perfect negative correlation between the variables. When R is equal to 0, in that cases there is no relation between the variables. When R is equal to, that is plus 0.75 or which is less than 1, in that cases there is a high positive correlation between the variables. But when R is equal to minus 0.75 which is greater than minus 1, in that cases it is there is a like high negative correlationship is there between the variables. When R is plus 0.5 which is less than plus that is plus 0.75, there is a moderate positive correlationship. And when R is equal to minus 0.750 which is greater than minus 0.75, in that cases moderate negative correlationship between the variables. When R is plus 0.50, in that cases low positive correlationship. When negative 0.50, low negative correlation. So what we have seen, perfect positive correlationship, perfect negative correlationship, no correlationship, no relationship. Perfect positive correlationship, perfect negative correlationship, that is high positive correlationship, high negative correlationship, moderate positive correlationship, moderate negative correlationship, low positive correlationship, low negative correlationship. Methods of correlations, that is scatter diagram, Carr-Pearson's coefficient of correlation, rank correlations coefficient, regression line. In this only few things I have discussed, that is in this particular video I have discussed only few things. Scatter diagram is nothing but it is a non-mathematical method of correlations between the variables, but this scatter diagram is nothing but it is using the graphical sheets in order to, when the points have been plotted on the graph, we are getting like a scattered bar diagrams. Some advantages are there like merits and demerits of scatter diagrams. It is a simplest graphical method of studying the existence of correlation between the variable without mathematical calculation. We are not going to use any formulas but just plotting the series, x series or y series. This method is not affected by the extreme observation. Whatever may be the extreme observation, 0 it may be, 100 it may be, so extreme values are there. This method is time saving compared to the other methods. So time saving method can be. As a limitation, this this method fails to give exactly numerical values of existence of the correlation between the variable. It does not give exact round figure answer to the questions. Carr-Pearson's coefficient of correlation. As per this one, they have given the formula. sigma xy, r is equal to sigma xy divided by n into that is standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y. R is equal to sigma xy divided by root sigma x square into sigma y square. That is, the correlation should lie between the plus or minus 1. When it is a plus 1, there is a positive relationship, minus 1 negative relationship. When it is 0, there we find like a no relationship between the two variables. One more formula is there, r is equal to sigma xy into n minus sigma x into sigma y divided by root sigma x square into n minus sigma x square x whole square again into root, that is into root sigma y square into n minus sigma y whole square. These are the formulas which are used for calculating the problems. See regarding the first example. Following is the rank obtained by 10 students in two subject, marketing and management. Here are the down. I have given the solution part for this one. Rank in marketing, rank in as it is a management. Only two extra columns are there. D is equal to Rx minus Ry. Here they have given already 10 ranks of 10 ranks in the subject of marketing as well as management. Marketing values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When it is a rank in management, 2, 4, 1, 5, 3, 9, 7, 10, 6, 8. Now what we have to do in the sense, D is equal to Rx minus Ry. Your rank in marketing is represented as Rx and rank in management is represented as Ry. Last column is the square of your D. Third column square. Okay. Now see, 1 minus rank in marketing minus rank in management. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Square of that one 1. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. Square of that one 4. 3 minus 1 is 2. Square of that one 4. 4 minus 5 minus 1. Square of that one 1. 5 minus 3 it will be 2. 2 square 4. 6 minus 9 minus 3. Square of that one 9. 7 minus 7 0. Square of that one 0. 8 minus 10 minus 2. Square of that one 4. 9 minus 6 3. 3 square 9. Last 10 minus 8 2. 2 into 2 4. So D is nothing but square of your deviation. That is, as the third column values are there, that we have done the square. Next we find like total of D square is nothing but 40. Total of D square is 40. Now see the formula which is being used for rank correlation. R is equal to 1 minus 6. 6 is common. 1 is also common. Okay. In every formula 1 minus 6 will be used. Sigma D square is nothing but 40 as per this particular example. Divided by n cube minus n. Total number of ranks were 10. So 10 cube will be 1000 minus 10. 1 minus 6 into 40, 240 divided by 10 cube is 1000 minus 10 as it is. 1 minus as it is, that is 1 minus 240 divided by 1000 minus 10 will be 990. 240 divided by 990 is nothing but 0.24. 1 minus 0.24 is nothing but 0.76.